Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? So I know I said on the Friday that I was going to play some more God of War, but then I saw this TikTok yesterday about this game called Chicken Police, Paint It Red, and as soon as I saw the little mouth animations moving of the characters on this TikTok, I was like, I have to play this. I sadly forgot the name of the person who I saw that of, because when I went to click off to buy the game on PSN, I then lost the TikTok, so they're now just lost in the ether and I can't track them down. But if I find them, I will thank them for it, just bringing this to my attention. Now it is on TikTok. But yeah, I'm very excited to play this. It looks so stupid. So let's just get into it. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm having a lovely Monday, or as lovely a Monday as one can have. From what I can tell, this is a Hungarian game. It seems to have that kind of air to it, but I don't. Maybe I'm just misreading stuff from our store online. But either way, this game looks so stupid. So I've only did this up once to excuse me, to see the trophies, but turn that music down a little bit, maybe. Down a little bit too. So this is fully voice acted. It's like some kind of noir chicken detective game, and I'm all about it. So let's see where this goes. I need to fix my camera. I keep this shoved in, and it's stupid. Right, start a new game. I like how there's subtitles for the text on screen, because obviously
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old.
this is
My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police.
he looks serious.
Buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now.
Is smoked chicken good?
Lay low. Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't think that's the thing.
The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
I guess they use Cluck instead of fuck. That's hilarious. Apparently this game's got some really good reviews too. That's
We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago.
okay.
We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. The illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Do you like a bit of world building? Maybe not normal logging, but it's just what it is. Also, we've seen this scene already, because they have very limited stock footage to use. It is an indie game though, so I'm not surprised. Oh dear.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away.
I guess got a bullet hole in his like crest.
I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name.
Welcome on in, Alien. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing
How are you doing?
for a long time.
I'm doing well.
So I had to give
pal,
it a
buddy,
chance.
bro, guy, friend with the no D. How you doing? How's your day going? So it's basically just a point and click shit, from what I can tell. Love that. I've been playing a lot of those lately. Let's. Okay.
I don't even know what these papers are. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Let's talk to the dear lady.
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on
What
New
the
Year's
Cluck?
Eve?
It's going okay. It's going okay. Just been.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Love it.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
What the Cluck? Oh, look at the beak. Look at the moving. It's brilliant.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
It's brilliant. And like these just people with like a fucking animal head photoshopped to me. It's amazing.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Oh really?
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
Oh yeah, it's on the screen.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
A man who doesn't take no for an answer. That's a red flag.
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Oh.
So come on.
Oh.
Spill it from the beginning.
So I know nothing about this game other than what I've seen on TikTok. So we're going in blind. I don't know if there's anything sus or dodgy in it other than
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
why'd you have them?
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
So I guess I should talk to her. Probably just gonna go and do that. To Deborah.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly,
So why did it keep me on that dialogue option when I'm
threats? What kind of threats exactly?
just gonna go back to Switzerland again? I hate games that do that.
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
Okay.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
This is a very okay. Looks like we're gonna have to question them now. So that is just seeing what's about. That's interesting. Okay. That's all I can do right now. Okay. Just checking out these up. So that's questionless. Does that all bad? Because you know that says he or she switches. Concentrate on that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The impression. Okay. It probably makes sense when they're actually doing it. Like I know audio in the morning readings looks amazing. It's good show. It's just got into it. Not much has happened. We're just doing like the questioning tutorial with this lady Deborah. So just trying to suss that out. Just keep an eye on it.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy.
That front face. Look at the little beak move.
About what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Look at that little beak move, and it's brilliant. Who exactly are you, man?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I can see one choice there.
Hey.
That scared the shit out of me. Hello. How's it going? What's up, dog? What's up with you? I'm not so important.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
Right.
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown in.
What a thrill.
Thank you for wasting your channel points on this lovely dialogue tree. Appreciate that. This is what I get for doing jump scares.
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
I think it's very pleasant. She's like a lady with a deer smushed on her head. Doubtful.
You're not very confident.
Let's go with that.
Are you sure you're
Same channel points anyway. What for?
Yes.
Or is that a secret?
I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this.
Pokedex one. Alright. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't think anyone's ever going to get there, but just in case, it's there. And it's going to happen when like it's that the whole meme thing is completely dead. But it's worth it, I think.
breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Yeah.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
The lip movements are actually more well done than I expected them to be, for the mammals at least.
You're right. Sorry.
I don't want to ask a sign, that's gross.
Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Why not that Crete?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Thanks. That one's the most logical one.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer?
Why is it to dab at her? Because you can't see it if I did dab at her. Or do the gritty. I don't know what that is. I'm probably stupid,
My
so...
employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
I wonder what Miss Natasha Katsenko is. She definitely can't be a cat, because that'd be too obvious.
How so?
It's a cat.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
Who she is.
So,
I don't know who she is.
that kind of woman.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Her face. Oh, this is how did you get this address?
How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
Okay.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You're the head of the famous chicken police. Am I right?
I am literally a head of a chicken police. You're correct.
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
We're going to meet that raccoon at some point. I've seen him on the splash page.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
That's what I'm going to choose now.
What exactly did you expect
Front.
from coming here to meet me?
I expected your help. just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, you came to the wrong chicken.
I am reliable.
Well, I don't trust that.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
Thank you for the sub, Croaky Bad. Sub 7 months in a row. Love that. Thank you. That's neat. How are you doing today? How you feeling today?
And has a heart of gold.
My heart of chicken.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
I don't know. I might sort of jam. I suppose trying to hit me.
Sort of jam.
How did your stream go last night? I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I was literally just completely dead to the world. I hope you had a good time.
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
Right.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Well, I need more information to go on. Otherwise, I'm just literally just flapping in the wind.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Great. Thanks, man. That's
Don't you think this whole thing is a little
very good.
suspicious?
Didn't plan it. Had a very good time. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
Great. Thanks, man.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
This is tough. Let's
Tell me, Deborah.
go for that one.
I don't believe you at all.
Because my mistress trusts you.
Well, I've never fucking met her, so that's great.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
I don't know.
Look,
You seem to be easily coaxed by flattery, so keep flatterizing me, ma'am. Well, you just kind of appeared at my house as well, lady.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
no, not for the world.
This writing is stupid.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
So we're doing a good job, though, at least.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wrestler, the Kingpin.
Great.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
Well, you weren't exactly that secret, so that's a bit, you know.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Does it? I'll take that. There is a trophy if you get a Frank Drebin rating of questioning, and I assume that means be really shit at it.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Yeah, he's clearly hanging on to his ex, who's a parrot. It's a parrot that she's still in his mind. Okay.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report.
This little, this stupid little beak mouth.
You know the drill. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
And Emily very well. Please note this for deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman.
I know Molly very
Alright, there we go.
She's not this one deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
Interesting.
Santino, are you alright?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Just a bit.
Blackmail.
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me.
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Czar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
Suss you out.
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Of course she does.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club. Especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem.
There always
Mr.
is.
Featherland.
Always is.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
Come on, fucking detective.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
I can see the seam on her neck. Now I can't unsee it. Rabbit.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
I like the gentle swaying. That's kind of cool.
Thank you again, Mr. Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to review the clues. She's not your wife anymore. They broke up, idiot. So there's a lot of characters to meet too, by the sounds of things. Interesting.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid. but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not. Maybe in another...
So do I just talk to her? Is that what I have to do? Keep talking to her?
Just a phone call, and a good friend of mine can take you home.
Thank you, Sonny.
555 932. Okay. Good old rotary phones. I have one of those downstairs.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you? Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
Great.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Interesting. Rabbit, there he is. Good old Lewis.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Look how they're wearing gloves. Like that's gonna hide their hands.
Goodbye, then.
Goodbye.
So long, Deborah.
And away they go.
I need to grab my stuff first. My bedroom. Sort of.
So what stuff do I need? It's in the drawer.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
Great.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
I know there's shooting mini games at some point in this, so that'd be
Before
fun.
I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
I hope so. He seems like a cool guy. Right. So I guess we leave.
I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
Interesting.
Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free. So,
Alright. So just go there. Okay, we just go there.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
Still, it didn't
For anybody.
Every day was the same, and the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music.
This game's got like a letter style.
Proud city of
It's like
Clarkville is slowly
great.
eating itself alive, and we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still trust without question every time I hear.
That front face is so stupid.
And there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me.
Oh, Bacon.
I have to speak with him, no matter what.
It's great. It's so good. Hello, welcome on in, my friend. How you doing? It's like a little detective kind of game. It's fully voice acted so I can press my throat. How you doing?
Knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago,
Good to hear.
we survived a night
Oh, pretty
that was
good.
called
Pretty good.
Bloody New Year.
The nice,
Forgotten
quiet weekend, which was lovely.
not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Who are these people?
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Got him.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood boils not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cellar...
The little beat moves. It's so good. So good.
You're looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
So it's going to be a shooting tutorial. That's great.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
Yeah, damn right.
I'd love to see that. Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Don't be racist, you little prick. Little prick.
Here we are.
This is a hedgehog.
Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Bosco, Barkman, Jardine, lovely name. Who's this? Monica. So it's Monica.
Okay.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
I do not.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here.
excuse
and we're
me.
good to go.
So just for context, Bacon, I found this on TikTok, and I saw the Beaks moving. The clip they showed. Like, this is me. I'm sold.
Don't mention it, boss bird.
I had to go and download it. Had to go and play it. It's lovely.
Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
His little tongue. His eyebrows.
You funny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat. Am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
You're a dick.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Interesting.
Oh, of course, if you sing me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
No.
Even
I
you
s-
deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Got him.
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway,
He's not gonna be fine, is he?
prescribed you something. Don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Right.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
Cool.
More like a clucking pigeon.
He said Cluck. Because he's a bird. I suppose a Bosco.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
That was not the voice I was expecting to come from his face.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's
Blood
hope I
boil.
won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Sort of a clown. I think it's a re-end thing so.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Autoplay's on. You should be doing something.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage.
Maybe you have to do it in the next scene.
After that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Talk to the Khajiit.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. Officer
I
Jardine,
can't talk to her.
one of Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
So I can't go there. That's because the shooting range then.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Look at this guy. Look at Mark. Look at him.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Got the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Wow.
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Yeah, easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember.
His
Fortunately,
this little waddle looks like a
wasn't good enough.
deflated testicles. They both do, really.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
So someone clipped the far side of his waddle too, and it's going to be a little bit cut out.
A personal one.
It's not smooth.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Can you bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Marty likes to shoot from the sound of it.
Okay, okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear. I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I mean...
Okay, let's practice shooting because we're going to need that later. It's face. That's a fucking ridiculous score. Okay, that's going to be a bit awkward. We'll see how that goes though. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, save. Did I just quit? Did I just quit? Terrible. Truly shooting range. Okay, so Exit.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
Great.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Ooh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and a hot dog. I'm in. Ooh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
Wow.
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
So this game is a bit quiet. Okay, I will put it up a little bit. Is that better? Is that better, Bacon?
Well, alright. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me.
Great, cool. He's going to be fun. That's racist.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
Little finger pointing.
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood.
Both pointing
Stopped by to
fingers.
say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Yep.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
The movements are actually, like I said, surprisingly good.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Told him. Told him, right. Matt.
Can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
Okay, then.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
Me too.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
He's got a shoulder beak.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Of course.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am. Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's sake, don't dare tell them.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
So now I guess we go to the cafe, which is Hot Dog.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered down coffee.
Sounds delicious. Actually, a real
Dog
hamburger.
called me. but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, Cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
He said, "Ah, Cluck." Fly guy.
Hey, pal.
That's great.
Can you hear me?
Like some of his eyes are blind too. That's kind of cool. What's the damn door? Let's go in.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
There he is. It's got
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Poor little guy.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Poor little guy. Look at his little bashed up face and his.
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
It's got nails too. It's fierce.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Why is he mad at us?
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
That's right.
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell. Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
You sure have.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is
Couldn't
a
say
woman,
that. There's a woman, of course.
I knew it.
Yep.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
Okay, so this is kind of cool. You can kind of choose what to speak about.
So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
Okay.
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
It's an ocelot. Interesting.
Watch your beak.
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
We did. Yeah,
You didn't get any younger, pal.
nobody gets
You're
younger.
telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
Mood.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Got him.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice. Makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club. Just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah. The club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
I don't know if this is actually what I'd be paying attention to, but it's like really kind of like probably interesting. Got
Gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for the straight dope, Sip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay, okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I Cluck and will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
I'm not your money guy.
You sure talk a lot.
He does.
Maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
You're a raccoon.
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time.
Sal, hello.
And you've been
Welcome on
living
in.
honest, ordinary
How are you
life
doing?
since
We're
then.
playing a very weird game on
Yeah,
PS5.
How lucky am I,
like-
eh?
Detective
More
noir
than
game.
what many others get.
Look at little beak moving. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, I had to play this. How are you doing today? Are you working from home again? I think that's it.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time
How you doing?
tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
I guess we can leave now. Sure. We want to go to the Czar Club.
Midnight had passed. and
Good,
the
welcome home.
madness
Excellent,
had
excellent. I
hit.
hope you're being as productive as you can be.
Shalva District's main street toward downtown.
How's it been today? Has it been busy?
The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards. Like half-drunk lovers.
We're going to see this scene like a lot, I'm assuming.
Great old houses.
That one shot.
Garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt.
Oh, excuse me.
The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
This game is just shot really stupid. I love it.
Ah, so this is the famous Czar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Well, let's do it. Oh, that's our friend, that's Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
I thought that's you.
He's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Who's this lady?
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty.
Ooh.
They're women. They live by different rules.
Oh, good.
That was kind of deep.
Gonna go for.
It's not just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
At least you're talking honest.
Teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Right. Bouncer, we're gonna have to talk to this guy first. Yeah.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Now stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in? The list.
Oops.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Okay, so we're gonna ask him questions.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
Yeah.
You're right on point.
So for those who don't know, who just came here,
Already, sir.
Natasha
Just try me.
Well,
sent out her secretary or whatever to come find us.
That's it? Well,
I mean, to go and talk to her.
unbelievable.
pardon, monsieur,
Then-
but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
The sheep is being a bit of a bitch.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Maybe I should have to talk
Look,
to
I
her.
really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
At least he's respectable.
Listen here, you cow.
Oh,
Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
oh my god, not the books again.
good detective he looks.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me
great.
if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
I like how that kind of fucked up. His mouth is moving when he. Let's have a chat with Lewis.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner, but I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty.
Sure, this time he's only just met him for the first time. Interesting.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
See, I know Killer Sign. He's going to help me in.
That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal. Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
Okay. So what do I do? Sorry,
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Could be something I'm missing.
Molly, my ex-wife. What do you have to do with all this? That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
He did bring the shotgun. Interesting. I'll see if I can talk to him again.
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
So you guys have to have to
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
He's a very
Yes,
polite
indeed,
sheep.
But it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Excellent.
Much obliged, pal.
Let's do it.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Let's do it.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
I guess Bunny is racist to rabbits. Of course it is.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
Naturellement, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Excellent. So we just go in.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilled whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of three dames.
Is that how?
Drinking of crystal glass.
Is that
It's
how
the
it
kind of
works?
place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Czar. Well, here we are.
Here we are indeed.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
We
I
are
have a
indeed.
hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Okay. Who we got here? Let's talk to the bartender. He looks cool.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now.
Yeah.
What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it.
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah. Well, more like stealing it. But
Well, Sonny, you're
it's easier for you.
not the smoothest.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections.
Okay, what do you got to say, Mr. Falcon?
Hey, there's Fillmar.
That's Phil.
Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Well, let's say hi to him then. So just looking at him.
The old hawk.
Just like looking.
Okay.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective, Marlowe. Okay.
Oops.
Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha.
Interesting.
She
If
told
they're
us here.
in the
If
same
I'm not mistaken,
people,
the
he's
joint
going to
is
be thrown
hers.
on our side.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you talk to her.
It's-
You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't
It's very well realized. It's a lot better than I expected it to be.
We don't know each
In
other,
terms of
but
like
now you and I.
how it's structured and
Good to
stuff.
see you too, old pal.
But
We'll be back.
it's ridiculous. What's happened here? Oh, there's a rat. Gotta be careful with the rat. Don't talk to the waitress. Big buck. Could be interesting. But let's talk to Fox Fella and Lady Deer first.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating.
Yeah, how's the meetings going, Shura?
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Yeah, hunger can bring out the monster in animals, right?
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how civilized they seem.
As you say, Marty.
I guess I can't talk to... That's fine. Let's talk to Big Buck then.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Well, let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
Great. Can we talk to him?
This is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
Correct.
I try.
Me going to wrap up packing, then sit rocking back and forth, hugging my knees until it's time to leave the airport. That'll do it. That'll do it. How long until the flight? That's the question. Are you like a really efficient packer? I'd imagine
Pretty
so.
long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
That is a squirrel.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what?
What?
That's not even a word.
As I said, I got him.
Now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
Butt Jam is the Space Jam sequel. Oh yeah, Pat last night. Just last minute stuff tossed in. Yeah, the charges and stuff. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, 2.5 hours. One starts at 3 hours later. Oh, good. That's. There's nothing worse than knowing you have to get to the airport early, but then it's like you'll know you're too early, but you have to be too early just in case something gets rushed, and it's like it's the best. I wish you luck with that. It should be a good trip though. I'm saying it's like, guess it's not too far if you're just using the plane to get across. Just something else to investigate. Am I stupid? Take it fancy bit.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his...
Switch tree, yes, DSI and fully charged and fine. Excellent. 3-hour flight layover and another flight.
Nice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking.
That's not so far. Thank you for that, Croquet Bud.
Things, Moses,
Appreciate that.
Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
So what am I missing? Here, probably. Ivan, Henchman, Dame with Ivan. Is that
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
That rat looks so
What a pleasant
cute.
surprise. The roaster coppers in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But
I like the nails that the Crow Lady has.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired.
Eternal Journey.
If you would excuse us.
Hamtaro.
dear Olivia, it's okay.
That's great.
These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I have several questions already about this game. This guy is pretty. Let's just do a look.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, play that straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now
I miss flying. Flying is one of those things that like
Average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
I don't like getting ready for it,
Wessler like that.
but when I
Leave it, Olivia.
actually doing it, it's quite fun.
Provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
This seems going somewhere fun too, which is a good thing.
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective. But the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
Pragmatic.
I don't think that's how
Thank you.
moving from one location to another works, but sure, I would happily go to your destination.
Look, detective.
I like your
If you wanna
holiday.
know something, just yes.
Good cheese there, maybe.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive a detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Okay. Guess we could just go to questions.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Okay.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
That makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley. If you catch my drift.
Well,
Very much so, Mr. Wessler.
if you want to...
Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
That front facing thing is so stupid.
Do you spend a lot of your time here?
It's a strange question, you know.
Humor me.
Well, of course I spend a lot of time here. I'm here every time Natasha performs. Sadly, yeah, it's getting rarer.
Is it compatible with your other businesses?
Huh? What? Writing threatening messages and hiding them?
I didn't say that.
You're sly for a foul featherland. But this ain't your territory, is it?
I guess not, Mr. Wessler. Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect.
Of course you'd say that.
Setting, she's a gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that's how I...
Make my job easy.
Yeah, idiot.
It would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless. Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Would you be willing to testify at the station?
You're joking, right?
Maybe I can get you an invitation. Believe me, you'd love it. The coffee's good, but the chairs are kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have a peculiar sense of humor. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm messing this one up a little bit. This one, I think.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger.
This one.
Yet she's still going out alone.
Not a good detective.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But
I
I'm
guess some
not
stuff, but...
100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company.
At least this game asks the questions you ask when you click the buttons.
In our social circles,
I hate the games that give you dialogue option. It gives you a completely different what you intended.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So,
Yep.
Can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Gosh, yeah, this is a bad way of questioning. Should I try that? No.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Get
Please,
fucked,
take a
Marty.
seat. The show's gonna start soon.
It's the Life is Strange games are worse for that. It's like, okay, there's a dialogue option. Let's say something. Oh no, no. Actually, that's not what I wanted to say. She's got green eyes. Amazing. Also, that is the most wibbly ass fucking animation. It's great.
Sonny.
It's dead.
If anyone's had a furry awakening right now, I'm going to judge you.
Unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
Just gonna say,
I thought so.
yeah.
You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Judging me right now.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Wow.
Eben will be back soon.
That was a chicken pun, but it was terrible. Terrible.
He'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
Absurdly, brilliantly
With all due
terrible.
respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
Taylor Swift?
She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me.
She does like cats, actually.
Like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap
God,
romance.
this guy is
I
simping
wanted
way
to
too
be
hard.
in a nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
She's a cat. A cat that would probably eat you. So I'll look around. You have... Oh, sorry.
Gee, that is a unique picture.
That's one for
And
the.
kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
Wow. Wow. Let's just cut the bullshit. I had to look at that painting there. It was
How
a.
do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
Is that funny?
So I've been told. Anyway,
That just sounds like he's kind of likes his women drunk, so he can, I don't know,
Mr. Featherland.
pluck them.
it's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Damn right.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
That was kind of funny.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
Correct.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
That's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Phrasing?
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger. That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year. And
Well,
So that was all the excitement.
that's a very Ben Shapiro answer of you, Bacon.
If that's what you mean, yes.
Let's stroke her ego.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is
You praise it, I went Bacon.
detective.
You tell me.
I was See if I can arrive up behind threats.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threat?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
I like how the dress is sparkly too. Like that's like a little detail that I could have completely ignored, but it's like
Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration.
it's just really, really nice.
That's a
Like that is
stubborn
such a good detail.
No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Let's
Why
try.
Deborah?
Let's do that.
She's a nice girl, but why didn't you come to me?
Didn't you ask her the same thing already?
I did.
I did, but I like to hear it from all sides.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, since this whole thing started, I admit I'm not...
Am I? No, I'm not playing Steven Street. I am tired, but
All I
I'm.
do is only
There's a lot of dialogue in this, and I kind of want to let them
Has
speak.
nothing to do with this.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm like
everything to do with
doing
me.
action. I am tired though.
Almost everything.
I'm actually quite very
But I
tired.
didn't want to upset him with
Because
this.
someone had
He
me
thinks
playing
I'm overreacting.
Dead by Daylight and drinking wine.
Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
What is Chicken Police? Well, Sherry, it is a noir detective kind of game where the animals are people and the little mouth movements. I was not asleep. My eyes are open. It's completely. It's something I found on TikTok actually. I saw it on TikTok and I'm like, ooh, this game looks interesting. And then I saw the little beak flapping. I'm like, that's it. That's what. Yep. Everyone, please.
I tried to at the last minute. I know what else to do.
Please.
I got the flashlight at the last minute.
Please follow Sherry. She's great. I played Dead by Daylight with her the other night. It was fantastic times. And Bacon. Pumble Bacon as well. Just follow everybody. Everyone who doesn't follow anyone, follow everybody. It's great. Yeah, how are you doing well, Sherry? Nice to see you. Absolutely.
You still running? Oh,
Yeah.
hell no. Now I gotta come get you. Where you go? Where you at?
We never saw the snowmans we played. That's what disappointed me. The snowmans are so stupid.
Oh, so they toxic. Nah, he toxic.
What's going on? Yeah.
He let you take him down.
What was in those threats? Exactly.
He let him take you down.
The
Yeah,
message
please give Sherry a follow. She's great.
It's just a word.
But a word again
Yeah.
and again is threatening.
This is just like some sort of like really stupid like detective game,
Don't
but
have
with
any idea
animal people.
which word could be
great.
used for a woman like me?
I had to play it.
Yes, I do.
Had to play it.
Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Let's go to
Could the
that.
threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
Oh my.
It must be one interesting relationship.
Oh
that's
my
for sure.
indeed.
I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Sounds
Maybe one day
spicy.
you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well,
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around if you don't mind.
as you wish, Sonny.
That has different connotations in this world than it does in the real world, but yikes.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
Just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here. Let's stop beating about the bush.
It's a waste of time there. We've fucked up a little
Prepared for
bit.
that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're
Interesting.
right there.
Very
I
interesting.
knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
Awkward.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
It's a Cluck me. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't know what. I'm doing quite bad with this. I kind of fucked up the last round and now I'm suffering because of it.
What exactly do you want from me?
This feels like the right answer.
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes.
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Good to hear. Did I pull it out my ass at the end? I think I did. But I didn't do very well. That's fine.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Well, that's going to get him
Isn't it
suspicious of me
too
chasing you,
dangerous to
so...
keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Interesting.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So I guess I have to leave. Oh, ask. So a lot of questions.
Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Slavonia. We are quite respectful of
You're
our...
both amazing. You're both. It's great fun playing with you.
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland.
Even though
Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves. And whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our
actually very tired.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only part
The Brewster's
of the
great.
reason.
Like,
We lived there until I was 14. Then we
I love this little bullet hole in his crest.
Doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect, more like a reminder.
So we're going to go through the... I'm probably going to find out something. It's... I've got to.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one.
She's like a fucking deer. I'm not gonna lie.
May I be brash?
It's New Year's.
This game is kind of making me want to watch BoJack Horseman again. It's kind of got that same kind of vibe to it.
In my own way, yes.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
Oh, sweet, got a trophy.
So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny. But if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah. You're a real angel. Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
This ain't gonna go anywhere.
Who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about.
Who's this Olivia Bird is a question that gets asked a lot in this country.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Eben sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it.
Okay, so it's pretty much all I can do here. I think we should leave.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Probably.
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Got him. Who's this? They're not important.
Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows
Let's
anything
go.
useful?
Let's go a little chat
It's
over
worth
here.
a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird. Maybe I was playing her a bit.
You bastard. You're a bastard. Okay.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
you don't beat around the bush, man.
No, we do not.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Okay. Okay.
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Eh? Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Little teeth.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Well then,
Remember that other case with the turtle and the rabbit fella?
Oh, gosh, Marty, where do you dig these out?
My mind is a bottomless pit, my friend. Was the rabbit a runner? And the turtle was what, his buddy? Or
His dealer, actually.
ah, yeah, you're right. We found the rabbit near the river with a missing leg. Brutal stuff.
2 missing legs, actually. But yeah,
What happened with the turtle in the end? It's a little bit blurry.
your bottomless pit of a mind is a dark and sad little place. The turtle thought he would run faster if he ate the legs of the rabbit.
wow.
You know what? This city's seriously fucked up.
It is, Marty.
They said fuck. They actually said fuck. Okay, I guess we can leave.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
Don't to
In
fill up
fact,
us.
yes. She was kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
But if you're asking me how I am, but I'm good.
And examine it
A
closely.
nice chill
is it?
weekend.
Reason I've decided all
And
this is
now-
not worth it for me.
Just enjoying
Wow, that sounds
a
encouraging.
busy-ish week, I guess. How are you doing?
This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
Look how grumpy he looks.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
Oh, guys, ask questions.
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard.
Oh, yeah.
But he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
It's true.
You've got a point.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna
Tricky
kill
stuff
her
for
or
me.
I'm beginning to like her.
Might be my
That's
spectrum.
funny, I swear I've heard that
That's a
before.
shame. Sorry about
To be
that.
honest,
Well, happy
me
to.
too.
Well, if you have to dip, then please dip. I understand. Is there anyone else have that problem? Because if it's not the me thing, then
So,
I need to fix that.
Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%.
You did?
That's
Okay.
not that bad, is it?
I'm sorry that Sherry.
Admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey,
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
She's sus.
More women, more trouble.
You're good.
You already fantasizing.
That's good to know.
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, the pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
See, know anything?
Hey, Big Nose, where did Mr. Wessler go?
unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. But I wouldn't tell you even if I did. Really?
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece of sh...
Anything else, dear sirs?
Okay. Just shoot.
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me, like, hard. Now, I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. And just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
So I guess that's it. That's just a weird sight.
Ah, this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob account?
This is useful
Or is he a
information.
movie star?
He looks like... I tried.
I'm not even gotta read that. Okay.
Come to daddy, darling.
Okay.
We stepped into it, didn't we? I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Oh man, I totally get you. Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names. All
Need to
top
pay attention
dogs.
to the dialogue.
Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
Calling booze darling. It's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
So what now? Guess we're going to the weekend house.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar.
That was
Only one tactic remains, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
that was a strange clip. That's just a flashback and not something that was like foreshadowing.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
There's a shoe there.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Good point. Fair
Not
point.
sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised. So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Okay, let's just...
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course. She's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Looks like it's going to be some shooting time.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very
Is that shotgun missing its stock?
What, are you still
How is he holding that?
I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
no, I can see it, I can see it. Okay, okay. I was going to say, that looked Bit weird. Alright, that's all you can get.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight. Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
I forgot you couldn't skip.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures.
Shooting time. Well then.
She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful. Almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
I'm sure they
Wild
can.
gods. Fuck even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
Interesting.
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped.
It's getting
or
juicy.
worse.
It's getting real
Those
juicy.
are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Amen to
Especially in video games. Okay. So we got a...
the message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
She looks great. How's it going, Diana? How you doing? Nice to see you. We just walked in on a murder. This is Deborah. Or was Deborah. She is very dead.
Does this fireplace seem as suspicious to you as it seems to me, Marty?
It looks like it's never been used.
And the place has radiators in every room, meaning there's central heating.
Then why the fireplace? For decoration?
Something tells me there's a secret here, but we've been...
Does this fire... And
Then why the...
So we haven't found a secret yet. Is it that maybe?
This... What is this exactly?
a human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in Iveria. The whole country's full of these statues.
Does it mean anything?
Pretty update school today. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you, well, it's over now and you can just
And the messengers
hope today
of
gets better.
chaos and destruction.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look. Molly loved things like this.
How about this one here goes missing and,
Don't even finish that sentence, Marty.
Damn. Just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
You can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning.
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands? It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
Graduating year as well.
I have
So I missed something.
idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion.
Jump the patterns right behind human. Good luck with that. That means playing that game a lot, which is brave. Okay. Gold trophy. Ooh, well that's good. That's the exit.
This must be Natasha's family.
Hope you can get out if it's an easy one to get.
Stavonian Czar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this
Connor is
family
great.
was also
Connor is
close
great.
to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty. We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
I remember
Is it?
that.
Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Krabs, I think, made that game. My opinion. The only good thing.
Fargo PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Like a pro.
I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a 3-headed monkey in your life?
I
Well,
have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
guess we're leaving. And where are we going? Guess back to Hot Dog.
Ooh, a nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on. It'd be worth interrogating the old trash panda.
If he forgave us for wrecking his joint last time.
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble so many times, he's not gonna have any choice.
I hope you're right, old bird.
Oh, going for the I'll be back trophy. Which one is that?
Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well,
Alright, that's useless. What we're gonna do.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're out of here.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I
Oh,
say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal, and you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Oh, come
Got
on,
him.
Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
card dies the opportunity, but it's still light at the end. There's no save. Okay, what are they going to do? Does I click that? I was thinking that was a mistake. So what I'm going... Why is there a seagull here? I'm going to be right back. I need to get a drink of something. My mouth is drying up. So I will do my screen. And I'll be in about 5 minutes. Sorry about this, but I need a drink. Alrighty, I am back. Just had to get some coffee. I'm so tired today. So, who's this lovely man? Why can't I hear shit? Why can't I hear anything? That's not good. That's not good at all. Because I'm on the wrong scene, that's why.
I can't see it anywhere.
I'm a big fucking idiot. Yeah, I was on the wrong scene and I couldn't hear anything. That's my fault.
Disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together?
Hope you can see the game.
Am I right?
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working. We're just having a little fun, that's all.
I'm not buying that, boys.
You'll have to, Tim.
And we'll see about that.
Okay, so you got anything to say? No, he's useless. Right, speak to the raccoon.
We spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city
Anyway.
wants to have her. And every
Thank you,
second
Craig.
wife wants to wring her neck.
I actually look forward to that.
Nothing
Sophie.
else.
Thanks,
Play
Sid,
with Strip.
but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Please do. Yeah, that is what we've been saying for
Look what we
an hour.
found, Zip.
Like seriously,
Furry hell. Who'd you beat
I've
to
lost
death
track
for
of
that?
how many like just dumb stare faces I have because no, I unfroze her and then
You
she
do that videos.
You sneaky
so it wasn't my fault.
I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Didn't get to go to the fucking well,
Come
which
on,
I'm
give me a
so.
break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
God, this is Reese play the game.
I'll definitely be flat on the hack.
Fucking hell, Reese.
This is the Lucio map.
Your tracking is good on it.
Good stuff.
We also ran into Filmar.
I was just fucking firing off. I kept getting the soldier. I got the diva as she demacked. It was great.
His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell. Was Marlowe. Now
Where you
he
at,
goes
boo? You still
by
running? Oh,
Filmar
hell no.
Lowe.
Now I gotta come get you.
Nice.
I see.
Where you at?
So that means he's still alive?
Where you at, babe? I see you.
Guy
Yeah.
has a reputation of being
He really likes this clip for Sherry. Can't
Oh, so they
And he
toxic.
gave us something that could mean something.
Nah, he toxic.
Shut yourself out,
Take
Craig.
him down.
Look at this. Zip.
He let him take you down.
What's this?
Come on, babe.
Guest list at a king's birthday party.
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
I know Alien was in here earlier too.
So high up where
To get out of this court. There we go.
David, how the hell are you?
Hello.
Ew, that's a horrible echo.
You're. Well, someone is echoing.
I'm flying in a kite.
I let this play out. I let this play out.
Why are we echoing?
Oh no, the game will just do it by itself. That's fine.
How bad
Are we going to lobby?
We gotta go to the lobby.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What a surprise. So,
Just run on point and rest everyone.
More Overwatch.
That was great.
Just a couple questions.
Featuring me as me. Oh. Oh, this isn't what I just did. What's going on? I just got 5 kills, and this is the one you're playing? Alright. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Reload.
Yeah, I died after that, so that's good.
Yeah.
This is the first Mercy, which is
attempting to reload like.
What's up, Zip? Quiet night, I see. And what's Timothy doing
Right.
here?
that's exactly what I asked him when he wound up here. But yeah, he's a regular nowadays. He must be sniffing some kind of...
Quick missiles going on in the game now, but that's fine.
How about the
Clips are more
riots?
important.
Have they reached here already?
Don't think I missed much.
More cops around, yeah, as you can see for yourself.
We're not on duty, Zip.
It's still the same. A cop's a cop. A lot come by, but besides beating up bugs, nothing much happens.
It will, Zip. I can sniff it in the air.
If you say so, Sonny, your sense of smell is better than mine.
Maybe once.
Okay.
Is that rag you work for still around, Tim?
You mean the most read and highest ranking newspaper of the city, the Clawville Chronicle?
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
I see that you still have your famous sense of humor, Sonny. Such a joy.
Yeah, I do.
What am I doing? I got a new piece of evidence.
We stepped into it, didn't we? Oh man, I totally get you. Oh man, I totally get you. Come to daddy, darling.
Very confused.
Molly.
What am I doing? Wait, I'm kind of confused now. We've missed something.
Do you remember that time when... Do I remember? At least because, well,
That's not important.
Gods, he's an even...
Well, what? Yeah, sure. I used to think a land. I didn't know.
Do you want to talk to the coffee on so can I ask you any questions?
Damn it, what's the script?
Sniff. Eh? What? Oh, I can understand.
I'm completely lost.
I can see we're not particularly welcome.
I wonder why.
Trying to get between there and there. Guess go back to the house. See what happens. Anything I'm missing? I think nothing. Let's go to the station, maybe?
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flower.
There we go.
Learn something from Phyllis and Roy's.
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Yeah, figures.
Okay, talk to him anyway, just in case.
How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that you're rolling together again, I suppose we'll have some excitement to look forward to.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theatre, and if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a complicated evening.
Aye, sure. Complicated.
I wonder why he did shoot me. That is a question I would like to know. But we'll see. We'll probably get revealed at some point. Bosco's looking a bit standoffish.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox. What's up? Back
Wow.
here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden, Sonny?
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco, but we're sniffing around on a case.
Who? Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Oh, just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die hard.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
Okay. Gonna ask it some questions.
Still remember
I'll have them answered immediately.
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Fillmore alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? You know what he's up to these days?
I guess so. Let's get my coffee.
Petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor bastards cheating on their wives.
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while.
Oh, good.
He's usually a
That's a good
frequent
choice.
visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Listen, Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Phrasing?
Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them. I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
I mean, she was a cat.
Miss Jardine, one of the 7 female officers of the Clawville PD.
Just can't towards Miss Jardine. That's
Guess
fine.
who we met today in person, man?
King Hector III?
Even better, the one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
Sounds sus.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
So we're gonna defend Mickey.
We once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know,
That's gonna be
boys.
good.
I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks, Mon. Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Where did I put my
Quite an
phone?
imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no, this is something else.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of
How did I lose
documents.
my whole ass phone?
So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately
Oh
not,
well,
boys.
whatever.
The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
Huh, it must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names on the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
Thank you for the tongue bath,
Thanks
Cricket.
for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
We saw a pretty good show at the Tsar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed her new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery, and I couldn't draw much out of her in person either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Marty, you're a dog.
Do we have a
and
file
a chicken.
on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman.
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There are maybe more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know, we know. We're not even here anymore.
You trust him.
So soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
Ow.
We'll be quick,
That was about it. That was about it. I'm sorry, everybody.
Blood boils in there, and I don't want to run into him.
I wholeheartedly agree, partner. Let's avoid the whole office section as much as possible.
That was a warning from me. Is that everything I need?
Very lucky, boys. You just missed the boss by 3 minutes. Right now, he's trying to get Malloy out of the toilet.
Still can't hold his liquor, huh?
Neither on or off duty. But today, he is sloshed.
Well, he's a water buffalo, isn't he? He knows how to swim.
No, Sonny, just a buffalo. The two are totally different things.
So I guess that's everything. I guess that's everything. I feel like here's a good place to stop. There's gonna be something in here that I need to do, maybe. Yeah, I think here's a good place to stop. So, thank you everyone for stopping by with this game. This has been very interesting. I think I'll continue it maybe tomorrow. I kind of want to get through it as quick as possible. It's been very interesting and it's strange. It's been a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Obviously, it's probably a bit harder to do streams on it because it's talking too much. And I'm not doing the talking. But I'm having fun playing it and trying to suss it all out. Even though there's not really much to suss, it's kind of half explained to you, but still. I had fun with it. If you think I should play it, let me know. If not, then I'll play Capacity God of War. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it. Let's see who I can raid. I actually lost my phone, so I can't actually see who I can raid. And so I dropped my phone. Oh, left it downstairs. Maybe left it downstairs. Shit. Let's see who's online in that case.
Have a salty.
Let's ignore that. Do a raid out. It's Jacob that's playing unpacking. That's perfect. Or I could just not. Why does nothing work anymore? It's fine. It's fine. Apparently I can't even do the commands. Awesome. Love that from me. It's /raid, that's why I'm a fucking idiot. So yep. But that's all. Let's go and do a raid for Jiggling, because they're great. We're playing Packing, which is a lovely chill game, and I'm tired. So goodbye everyone. I'll see you all when I see you. Whoops. Take care and goodbye.